Hi everyone, Susan Winter here. Thank you, those of you subscribers who are in my YouTube family. Thanks for coming back to this channel and your wonderful input. And if you're new, I certainly hope you enjoy what you're hearing today. Please, if you haven't already, press the subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you. Manifestation, law of attraction. These are very popular topics today, and for good reason. They're centuries old and they do work. It's about harnessing our mind to allow life to work for us. So today I have a question on how to manifest the love and the life that you want. And this is from Melissa. Thanks for writing me, Melissa. And she writes, "Hi, Susan. I recently found you on YouTube and I really like your channel. I particularly enjoyed your videos on self-love, insecurity, and empowerment. I've noticed you've spoken a little bit about manifesting, particularly around exes, but could you talk more about manifesting in general for those of us who don't want our exes back, but want to manifest the life and love we desire? Thanks." I really love this question because law of attraction can be very confusing, especially when you hear me talking in the videos where I've talked about the way to reignite somebody's interest is to withdraw your energy, which seems very counterintuitive and seems like it's the worst thing you could do. I'm going to try and explain why, and then today I'm going to talk about the components of manifestation as I understand them. All right? Firstly, all that we do, every single affirmation that you say, every single thing that you scribe, all of your writing, I have a wonderful life, I have people who enjoy me, I'm happy and fulfilled, my career is successful, I enjoy the love of friends and the love of a very special person. Whatever you write, whatever you say when you look in the mirror, whatever you visualize, whether you've made a visualization board or you're just seeing it in your mind, all of these things, they're for one reason only. It is to provide input. Input to continually fill you with an ongoing source that is expanded beyond where your consciousness and level has been today. The goal is to increasingly create your awareness and your capacity to accept what the universe gives you now that you put in your request. So this is about one concept: mental equivalence. You must have a mental equivalent of the life that you want to have it come to you and stick. This is why the active ingredient, there's the thought and then there's the activation powder. It's kind of like not that I've ever dyed my hair, but I might know something about it. So you've got the liquid, the color liquid, and then you've got the powder, bleach, or whatever, the activator that goes into it. You need both. So one is the thought, the idea, and the second is the emotion. That's the passion. You put them together. And why the passion? Because now you feel, you internalize, you live, you feel and accept what that reality is like. So this is how we create the mental equivalent. It is why you keep pouring in and pouring in and pouring in day after day after day. It's also the reason why you can't go from 0 to 100. It doesn't happen that way. So if you take any of these courses online and they're telling you how to increase your wealth in the funnel system, the good teachers will say to you, by the way, this doesn't happen overnight. If you have a consciousness that says I can make $5,000 a week, that's what you're going to be making. If your consciousness, because of what you've input in visualization and affirmation and better yet, experience, allows you to now see 10,000 a week or 20,000 a week, you have to have the receptive container for that larger vision. Do you see? So this is what manifestation is. It is the desire, but it is also the expansion to receive. It is working with our head. I think the thing I love the most about all of this, I'm old school metaphysics, Ernest Holmes, the book, I'm not going to turn the camera around, but it's sitting over there on my nightstand, and it's like this thick. And, it's the science of mind. It's old school how this worked. And, it's not fancy. It's very verbal. Oh my gosh, it gets so that this is a that, blah, blah, blah. But it's how it works. And the best moment of my life was when I bought a 25-cent pamphlet called The Mental Equivalent. I was in college and I was driving just to relax because I had classes from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day, and I was so overloaded. And I was in such a tough school. And I walked into this church when churches were open, and there was a little, I did it just to like relax and focus my mind, and there was a little rack of inspirational reading, and it was 25 cents. Okay, it's been a while since college. 25 cents, and I put the money in, and the title that grabbed my attention was called The Mental Equivalent by Emmett Fox. It's a little book. It's like the size of a playing card, and maybe this deep. That book changed my life. I knew there was more to this story than they were telling me. I knew it, and I couldn't find it. No one around me was talking about it. Now, those of you who live in this time period, not so hard to get information. That little book explained to me how one activates the mental equivalent to gain the life that they want. You have to create a large enough receptacle to hold it. So this is what we are talking about, creating a mental equivalent. So continue to see your vision. Continue to say your affirmations. Continue to write. Do whatever you want. Better yet, why do I ask you to be in relationships? Because that's where you learn and that's where you expand. Why do I say you never go backwards? The last thing you attained, whatever you attained, I ask you to look for the goal. Look for the gold within all the garbage, because you have to have that to see where you are. And the concept that when we end a relationship, we start back at zero, no. Where the last highest point is your baseline. It's where you start anew. These are all the ways that we manifest the love and the life that we want. We must be able to see it and feel it and accept it. And don't worry if you're doing it day in and day out, because it is incremental. It's how we expand. So I hope this helps you see what you want to create, believe it, and allow it to grow within you to the point that you can actually accept that this is a plausible and the next correct outcome, the logical outcome of who you are and what you are doing. That's the way to manifest the love and the life that you want. I hope this has helped you. And if you'd like to know more about this, I encourage you to take a look at Allowing Magnificence, my book on Amazon. It really goes into detail about how to take life's challenges and really use alchemy and some of the other principles, and how to live the expanded version of yourself. Susan Winter at susanwinter.net. If you have a video request, write me from the contact page where it says video requests. And if you'd like a coaching session, you can check that out on the consultation page. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.